Okay, take 15. This is a very, very good butcher knife. Not butcher knife. What you call it? A paring knife. Okay. I like the ox brand because I can find it any place in the world. Okay. If I need a ready available bushcraft knife, this will work. Okay. For bushcraft, shank, it's a sleeve knife, belt knife, a knife. Okay. Now let's see, prepping with Sarge. You have all those fancy knives, but you need a knife. If you're in a foreign city or a state or a country, you need a knife. Go to any kitchen section of any big box store or a grocery store. They have one of these. I found this one at Ace Hardware. Okay, next knife that I got was electrician's knife. Okay, it's a very good company, but they outsource this knife. It has steel blades, which is good, and it's supposed to look like that, except for one thing. They messed up this one. It's great. Okay, nothing wrong with it. It's non-locking, canoe type pattern spear point, and this one right here is supposed to be a screwdriver blade. Okay, I have the knife right here. It has a great bail. Everything else is perfect to the T, but they have sloppy workmanship on the blades because it was made in China. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, I found no faults. I did my measurements. That's why I have a ruler. I always check everything out. This is perfect. It has a linear lock, easy to fold. Okay, the other one has a type of lock. I can't remember the name. Either linear or bar lock. Okay, look at that. A little piece of wedge, and it locks it in. Okay, right here. All right, that's not a problem, and it has a pretty good thumb release on it. Okay, the blade looks alright, except it's the wrong pattern blade. It should only go up to here. Alright, the cutting part up to here. There should be no grind on this, and should be a screwdriver tip. Did somebody forget to tell the grinder and the blade maker you goofed up in Chinese or Cantonese or Mandarin? That's the only thing wrong with it. Second thing is, this is supposed to be a moon shape. Take a look at that. That's your wire stripper. It's not a moon shape. Okay? This blade is cut for a sharpened point, and they just cut off the tip. Okay, and they did something weird right there. Should never need that. Alright, this is a bad design on this one, the blade. I have a friend of mine who takes apart knives and rebuilds them. This one only cost me $8, but if I take it to him, he'll have it just the way like this, with a better blade, but it'll cost me about $200 to redo this. I like it, alright, but this was sloppy quality control. This is why China doesn't control the world. Okay, another thing is on P38s. This is the original P38. It is small. It was designed in 1938 to open cans. Okay, Mike Kreshner or Mike K does food reviews, and you should study the history of military rations during World War I and intermediate wars. When you open a can, you use a tip of a bayonet or a can opener. It wasn't wheel type, it was the old crank type. Okay, so they had to come up with this. This was developed before the sea rats, this gizmo right here, because it was a pain in the ass for a lot of soldiers during the war period of World War I. Everybody carried one of these or used the tip of a bayonet or bolo. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand that. And I have to put my foot down because I study history, development of military rations, and the tools they use. Move up again. Okay. Getting old. Drink some coffee. Now. Okay. This was P-38. Did wonders in World War II. Both theaters of war. Theaters of war. Most of them hanged it on their dog tags or a key ring. With a spoon. Okay? Now, go down about 8 years later when we had the Korean War. Everybody was complaining that they couldn't crank this under cold conditions. So by 1951, they developed the P-51, which was a bigger P-38. You could use this wearing gloves. Okay? Now, the English and British and Australian forces had their own can opener by this time. Alright? So I'll be buying more P-38s and more P-51s. Now, this is a hobo kit. Alright? If you watch Waypoint Survival and see his interview with Hobo Craig, this is what he carried. This is a 1-inch wire ring. Okay? Let's see where I put that. This is 1.5-inch rings. Now, I've been experimenting right now and testing it out on people. More coffee. And I'm having trouble with these designs with the heavier key ring. Now, I talked to people and I had them take it out and they complained it's like it's too thick, it's too bulky, it does not come off the key ring. They had lots of problems. So I'll be probably reusing this for something else. A lot of people were complaining it wouldn't fit the P-51 or P-38. The hole was too small and this was squared, not round like a wire one. Now, I did use several of them, but I still have problems with bulkiness. So what I did was I bought 100 of the 1-inch ring size. A lot of people were very happy with this. And when I have Greg's toolkit, it works out fine. Okay? You have your church key. You have your straight edge toenail clipper with nail file and hook. They didn't tell that on the interview. They did later on in the second interview. You get the straight edge. Okay? With the nail clips. Took off the brace with the nail file hook, okay, and that will work. All right, find this. It's Equate brand of Walmart. It is straight edge right here. People ask me why you use that. Well, you use it in place of tweezers, or you cut toenails or hand nails. It takes off pieces of cloth. It's a good thread cutter. And if you get handcuffed and zip tie handcuffs, these will cut these fairly easy. Because I've seen this damn thing on arresting police officers on ice. You didn't know that. Okay, so I got 100 rings. And I'll be making a few, also make survival kits and everything else. Another thing I always include in the hobo kit is a handcuff key. Okay, Uncle Alan doesn't play fair. I don't. I use every dirty trick in the book. Okay? Now, you can find these. Originally, they were invented by a mechanic for opening up oil bottles and cans. Okay? You have... let's see. You have the bottle opener here. It's originally opened oil bottles. And then you have this one to open oil cans. He found out, the guy in Ohio, Emil, he sold more of these to housewives than to mechanics. Originally, this was a mechanic's tool. Okay? It's called, one's an opener and one's, whatchamacallit? Tapper set. The pointy one is the tapper, and this is the bottle opener. Okay? This is called a church key. Now, most people, they don't know, but we use these as pry bars. You can angle it up and you pop something loose, pop paint cans, wherever you need it. This was very popular as a tool. Okay? Now, when I went to, I think, one of the grocery stores, they had a sale for it. Okay, this is very common. You can find it in the bar section, or you can find this in the kitchen section. Alright, they had a 2-for-1 sale. Buy one, get the second one free. So I'll be making a lot of these kits. Alright? Put that one over there. There. I think I got everything covered. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's going to be a little long, but it's alright. Then I have this one right here. This is empty. I ate all the chocolate. But you can put in coins. Thanks to Enrique. Okay? This is the smaller size ones. I could get gold size coins and it'll fit here. So if I have to punch somebody in the head, it'll hurt. Okay, folks, I'll catch you later. Next review what we're going to do is going to be a book review. Remember, it's 2025 Reality Shock time. August 23rd, 2025. And I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. God bless and good night.